You might think that all vegetables are your best friends when it comes to health, but if you have diabetes or are trying to keep your blood sugar in check, there are a few sneaky, healthy veggies that could actually be making things worse. Yes, you heard me right. Even nature's most colorful produce can sometimes be wolves in sheep's clothing. And today, I'm going to reveal the 10 vegetables you need to be cautious about if you want stable blood sugar, more energy, and better long-term health. Some of these will surprise you because they're often marketed as superfoods. But by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which ones to limit, how they affect your body, and what to eat instead so you can keep your meals safe, satisfying, and blood sugar friendly. Before we start, I just want to say if you're looking for natural, science-backed tips to take control of your health without fads or crazy restrictions, make sure to subscribe to this channel right now. This way, you'll always have a friendly voice guiding you with easy, practical changes you can trust. All right, let's get into it. Why this matters now. You probably already know diabetes is on the rise. Nearly 1 in 10 Americans are living with it, and many more are walking around with pre-diabetes without even knowing it. And while medication can help, what you eat every single day plays a massive role in how well you manage your blood sugar. The tricky part? Not all healthy foods are safe for everyone, especially if they cause sharp spikes in glucose. So, think of this list as your friendly watch-out guide, not to scare you away from vegetables entirely, but to help you make smarter swaps and portion choices. Number 10, butternut squash. It's sweet, it's creamy, and it's perfect in soups. But here's the catch. 1 cup of diced butternut squash can pack around 16 grams of carbs. That might not sound like much, but if you're already having other starches in your meal, that number adds up fast. For someone sensitive to carbs, this can mean a quick jump in blood sugar. Now, that doesn't mean you have to avoid it forever, but treat it more like a side dish than the star of your plate. Pair it with lean protein, a healthy fat like olive oil, and plenty of non-starchy greens to balance the impact. Number 9, green peas. These little green pearls are packed with nutrients, but also more carbs than you might expect. 1 cup has about 20 grams of carbs, and because they're small and sweet, it's easy to eat more than you think. The good news is that peas do contain fiber and antioxidants, which can slow the blood sugar spike. So if you love them, keep your portion to half a cup and combine them with high-fiber veggies. Number 8, celery when it's not organic. Celery itself is low in carbs and calories, but here's a twist. It's often one of the most pesticide-contaminated vegetables you can buy. Some pesticides have been linked to higher risks of type 2 diabetes because they can interfere with how your body uses insulin. That's why, if you're a regular celery eater, it's worth choosing organic or washing it really well before eating. This isn't about carbs. It's about keeping your body free from hidden toxins that can make blood sugar control harder. Number 7, corn. Now, I know this one hurts because corn is such a staple in so many kitchens. But corn is one of the starchiest vegetables out there. Just 1 ear can give you around 17 grams of carbs and a cup of kernels, over 25 grams of starch. It also has a moderate glycemic load, which means it can cause a noticeable bump in your blood sugar. If you do have corn, keep it small and always pair it with a protein, and skip the butter bath. And as tempting as sweet corn is in summer, remember that its natural sugars are still sugars. Number 6, parsnips. They look like pale carrots, but don't be fooled. Parsnips have more sugar and carbs. 1 cup contains about 24 grams of carbs and 6 grams of sugar, which is enough to send your glucose levels climbing. They do have antioxidants, but for blood sugar control, carrots are usually a safer choice. If you love that roasted root vegetable flavor, try mixing carrots and a small portion of parsnips instead of going all in on the sweeter option. Number 5, pumpkin. It's cozy, it's festive, and it's high in vitamin A, but pumpkin also has a relatively high glycemic index and enough natural sugar to cause spikes if you eat too much. This doesn't mean you can't enjoy pumpkin soup or roasted pumpkin now and then, but watch your portion size and avoid sweetened pumpkin products like pies and lattes. Number 4, white potatoes. No surprise here. Potatoes are one of the highest starch vegetables around. A medium potato can have 37 grams of carbs, and boiled potatoes rank high on the glycemic index. The skin does contain fiber and nutrients, but it's not enough to offset the spike for most people with diabetes. If you must have potatoes, stick to small portions, keep the skin on, and bake or steam instead of frying. Number 3, vegetable juices. Here's where even healthy veggies can go wrong. When you juice them, you strip away their fiber, which is your natural blood sugar buffer. Without that fiber, even juice from low-carb veggies can cause a quick glucose rise. If you love juicing, try blending instead so you keep all that fiber intact. Or better yet, enjoy your vegetables whole. Number 2, canned vegetables with added sugars or sodium. This isn't about the vegetable itself, it's about how it's processed. Many canned veggies are packed in brine loaded with salt or even sweeteners. Excess sodium can raise blood pressure, which is already a concern for many people with diabetes. Look for no salt added options and always rinse before eating. Number 1, nightshades for some people. Tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, and yes, potatoes, all part of the nightshade family. For most people, they're fine, but some individuals may notice bloating, inflammation, or joint pain after eating them. This could be due to a compound called solanine. While there's no strong science proving it causes harm for everyone, it's worth paying attention to how your body reacts. If you notice symptoms after eating nightshades, try cutting them for a few weeks and see if you feel better. So what can you do? The goal isn't to fear vegetables. They're still some of the healthiest foods you can eat. The trick is knowing which ones to enjoy freely, which ones to portion carefully, and how to pair them to keep blood sugar steady. For example, load half your plate with non-starchy vegetables like spinach, broccoli, zucchini, or cauliflower. Limit high-starch veggies to a quarter of your plate and balance them with protein and healthy fats. Watch out for hidden sugars in sauces, canned goods, or prepared veggie dishes. Quick swaps to try. Swap white potatoes for mashed cauliflower or roasted turnips. Replace corn with green beans or roasted Brussels sprouts. Use zucchini noodles instead of pasta in your soups or stir-fries. Blend your veggies into smoothies with leafy greens, chia seeds, and a small handful of berries for natural sweetness. A personal story. A friend of mine, Lisa, was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes in her early 50s. She thought she was doing everything right. Salads for lunch, vegetable soups for dinner. But when she started checking her blood sugar after meals, she noticed big spikes. Turns out her healthy soup was loaded with corn, potatoes, and pumpkin, all in one bowl. By swapping half of those for broccoli, spinach, and zucchini, her post-meal numbers dropped dramatically. And she didn't feel deprived. In fact, she said she felt more satisfied because her meals were better balanced. Remember this. It's not about never eating these vegetables again. It's about awareness, portions, and pairing them in a way that works for your body. Even the healthiest food can become unhelpful if it's not right for your needs. So, be your own detective. Notice how certain foods affect your energy, mood, and blood sugar. And when in doubt, go for colorful, non-starchy vegetables as the foundation of your meals. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss my next health-boosting videos. And if you found this helpful, share it with a friend. You could be the reason they finally figure out why their blood sugar won't behave. Speaking of hidden dangers, in my next video, I'm going to reveal a little-known natural approach that's been helping people reverse early signs of fatty liver, one of the most overlooked health issues in people with diabetes. If you want to protect your liver, your heart, and your blood sugar all at once, you do not want to miss it. Click right here, and I'll see you there.